Hi everybody, welcome back. So in today's video,
if you're in a healthy relationship with a man, can you stitch this video and talk about it? I'm stuck in the algorithm on TikTok where it's just a bunch of horror stories from women and men with bad behavior, and many of my relationships reflect that dynamic too. But I believe in love and I want love still, and I know I'm not alone. I know how important it is when you're trying to attract something new into your life to find examples of other people who have that thing. And so this is my attempt to find examples and to get some healing, and I think it would be healing for a lot of other women too, who are still looking for love in spite of all that they've been through. So anything that you're comfortable sharing would be great, from how you met to what you love about them to what the dynamic of your relationship is like, what they do for you, what you do together, if you've ever had a big argument and how you've gotten through it, like anything that you want to share. And if you think your story is too boring to share, you're probably exactly who we need to be hearing from. Just stitch this video, tag me in it, and I'll be sure to repost it on my page too.
Now, I was so glad when I saw this video on my For You page because I don't normally get videos like this on TikTok, okay? So I'm happy that somebody came out to ask this question, and I'm even happier that so many women came out to share their positive, healthy relationship stories. And so I'm going to share some of those stories with you. Hopefully it gives some of you hope that, you know, there are some great guys out there. You still have hope to find the man of your dreams, okay? So if you're looking for a healthy adult relationship with a man, okay, don't give up hope, because there's hope. It's not completely hopeless out there. The dating pool is not completely septic, okay? So yeah, this is just to brighten up your day a bit. And before we get into the video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and let's get to 50K by June. Thank you very much, and let's get into the video.
If you're in a healthy relationship with a man, can you stitch this video and talk about?
I'm in a healthy relationship with the black man of my dreams. He is kind, he is enterprising, he is generous, he is faithful. And most importantly, he is my very best friend. Period. Successful relationships can be described as just that. That's your boring best friend. The key to staying in a healthy relationship is find someone that likes you. Not the show you put on, not the part that you use to attract other people, but someone who genuinely likes you. Someone who you can sit on the floor with crisscross applesauce, laugh until your eyes are tearing up, and have that same person also be the person to console you during your very worst days. I think in the beginning of a relationship, we really prioritize romance and courtship and dating and vacations and flashiness. But the best, most long-sustaining relationships, the most long-term relationships that I know, are people that have wonderful companionship. A partner is reliable, they're loyal, they're supportive. I am my partner's comfort, I am my partner's peace, I am my partner's number one fan, and vice versa.
Let me give the girls some hope and tell y'all my testimony, okay? So my boyfriend and I met when we were in college, but we got into a committed relationship after we both graduated. After he graduated, he moved to Dallas for an amazing job offer, y'all. An amazing job offer that is like his dream job. But me, on the other hand, I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I'm still in Virginia at this time, working job after job, changing my career about 10 different times, trying to figure out what the heck is my passion. So y'all, one day I was on the phone with him getting ready for work, but I was also just venting to him about how unhappy I was, y'all. Like, I was just like, babe, I need to change the speed. I need to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I have so much more to offer to this world than to be working at this 9 to 5. Now I'm at work doing my everyday duties, and my manager tells me to come to the back because my husband is on the phone. I'm thinking in my head, Boogie, I don't have a husband. So I go to the back to answer the phone, and it's my man. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, babe, what's wrong? Like, I'm at work. So he's just like, do you want today to be your last day at work? Child, the man didn't have to repeat himself. He didn't have to say it louder because I was already with it, okay? The answer is yes. So he was like, so go ahead and clock out for me. This man got me a one-way ticket to Dallas, got movers at my daggone apartment shipping my stuff over to Dallas. Baby, the man wasn't playing. He paid the fee for me to break my lease. Like, he just had everything taken care of. I felt secure in making the move because, for one, I had a great savings account and I also have 2 degrees. So if all else fails, baby, I can do better by myself. So I'm all settled in now, and we just decided to have a sit down just to talk about our expectations of each other now that we live together. And he literally just told me, the only thing I expect from you is for you to find what your passion is in life. You don't gotta cook, you don't gotta contribute to anything financially, just figure out what you want out of life. So I told him, like, babe, I think I wanna take content creation serious. I might have told him that on a Monday, and I promise y'all that Friday I had a vlogging camera, a new phone, ring lights, vanity sets. Baby, he was not playing. And the biggest thing of all, I complained about the lighting in our old apartment because we didn't have like a lot of natural light. The man moved us into a high rise. Like, I really cannot make this up. I say all that to say, this man knew how unhappy I was, so he changed my circumstances, and he also knew my potential, so he invested into my passion. And now I get to wake up every day and talk to a phone and make money. That man wanted to alleviate all my issues so I can just focus on me and what I want out of life. And that's a beautiful Black king right there. It's been 4 years now. We've gone to couples therapy. We're constantly working on the quality of our relationship, and we just are obsessed with each other. And I just love my man. Do not lose hope, baby. Your person is out here somewhere, and he gonna come get you. He gonna come get you, Mookie.
My husband and I have been together for 10 years, married for 3, and I will take any excuse in the world to brag about that man. He holds my hand and snuggles with me and gives me forehead kisses and squeezes me extra tight when he gives me hugs. He's super sweet to my parents. He treats my brothers like they're his own. Every time we pass a new restaurant or a place we haven't been to yet and I say, oh, we have to check that out sometime, he remembers that, and that's the next place he takes me for a date night. He keeps notes in his phone of all of my takeout orders and links to all of the places that he knows I like to shop so that he can get me a gift. He makes friends with my friends. And actually, we're nearing the point where my friends definitely like him more than they like me. He gets excited about my accomplishments. When I got into grad school, there was nobody more thrilled. And when I started grad school, he got me a bouquet of flowers and a big balloon that said back to school on it, which was around the same time that Kiddo started 5th grade. She also got a bouquet with a back to school balloon, and he remembers that her favorites are yellow roses. I have about 10 different kinds of favorite flowers. He's made friends with our favorite florist. So the two of them can come up together with what they think I would like best and like design a bouquet for me. He's really good at taking care of me when I'm sick. He's really good at cheering up Kiddo when she's had a bad day. He doesn't drink a lot of wine, but he knows that I like wine, so he's learning about different types of wine so that he knows what I like. When he has to leave for work super early in the morning, he makes sure that there's a full coffee pot waiting for me, and he kisses me on the head before he goes. And when he's gone for a long shift, he'll text me throughout the day and ask me how I'm doing. And if something's important to one of us, the other will make a conscious choice to make that thing important to us as well. Like if we have company coming over and it's important to me for the house to be really neat and clean before they come over, he will make sure that absolutely everything on that list is completely done before I have to worry about any of it. If it's important to him to get out the door by a certain time if we're going on a road trip, I will do everything I can to make sure that all of my stuff is taken care of before that time so we can leave when he wants to. He shares his hobbies with me and explains why they're important to him. He listens to me go on about my research papers. We just really like each other. We like each other a lot.
I got out of bed just to film this. As a hopeful romantic, like I know what it feels like to be extremely defeated, and are there even men out there that will love me the way I want to be loved and that are deserving of the love I want to give. So first let me describe to you what it feels like. It feels so safe and so secure. I'm never worried about him leaving me, about his loyalty, about his devotion, about his interest, about his desire. Like I feel so secure. I feel like that I'm the only one for him, that I'm the only girl in the world, like literally. He's also my best friend. He's the person I want to go to with my problems, with my happiness, with my everything. Like he is someone that he's my best friend. Like there's nothing I can't talk to him about. He also gives me the space to be human. I don't worry about if I'm pimply or sad or going through it or whatever. Like I know that he is just my rock because he's built a place for me to be so safe and so secure. Every time he comes over, he asks me if I need something from the store. Every time he leaves my place, he makes sure that he cleans the floors, does my dishes, there's not a dish in the sink, and that my trash is taken out every single time. He constantly gives me affirmations. He feeds into my love languages. He gives me touch tokens, which is basically where like I can use them however I want. I love tickles, like back tickles and foot rubs. So he'll give those to me whenever, but I can have like devoted times for that if I use a touch token. We also have a lot of inside jokes. Like we have a lot of things that only him and I would get. Like there was one time I think I was saying like that's all, and I just said it so much and he was like that's all, like that. And so now we say it like that to each other all the time, and we have our own like little language. We do voices with each other. Like he's my best friend. In the first 3 months of us dating, I got more flowers from him because he got them consecutively. Every time one died, the next one came. More flowers from him in 3 months than I did with my ex of 3 years in the entire duration. And he shows up. Most important thing, he shows up. He always shows up, and he makes me feel like if I settled down with him, if I gave him babies, like I would have picked a good father. Like that's what it feels like. And I'm gonna get emotional. I just feel really thankful. And when I first saw this video, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to come on here and brag, but I freaking wish I saw more videos that made me believe in love, because all I was told, and this was from, it doesn't matter who it's from, I was told that the type of love I wanted was only readable in storybooks, and that the people talking about their loves online were lying or like bigging it up for the internet. Like I agree not to compare, because someone else like doing something sweet for you, like there might be men who make little origami flowers for their women and you're like, mine doesn't do that. They're all gonna love you in a different way, but what matters is that they show up, and you will feel like they care and they see you when they show up. And you deserve someone who shows up. We all do.
Not only am I in a healthy relationship with a man, I'm in a healthy relationship with a Black, attractive, high-earning man. I think that's important to note, because a lot of Black women, especially who want and to desire to marry a Black man, feel like they might have to settle. And no, you don't. I have been with Jonathan 6 years. We got married 3 months ago. And when I tell you that I have never once, since we've been together, had to worry about who I was going to get with him. If I had to give him a nickname, I would call him Mr. Follow Through. Since the very beginning, Jonathan has been what he's talking about, okay? I remember when we first started dating, we would plan dates on like a Sunday, and like almost every day leading up into the Friday date, I would be like, are we still going? Like, are you still excited? And finally one day he sat me down and he was like, stop asking me that, because if I say that I'm going to do something, it's going to get done. And he wasn't lying. The original creator also suggested to talk about your life with your partner. And that's such an interesting thing, because so many people have asked us, how has our life changed since we got married? And honestly, it hasn't changed that much. And that's because I knew exactly what to expect when I married Jonathan. I think something that social media like puts in our heads is that every day has to be exciting. Every day has to be this grand gesture, or whatever the case may be. And honestly, what I find so joyful about being with Jonathan is that the everyday things are some of the things I enjoyed the most. Like today, we were on a walk. We walked to go get coffee, and Jonathan looked at me and said, I'm so happy with you. And that is what we do very often with each other. We tell each other in real time, no matter what small task it is or what small thing we're doing, I'm having a good time with you. Like, this is fun for me. And so that we understand that our day-to-day life is enjoyable and we love doing it with each other. So I know we can get on these apps and we feel like, damn, everybody complaining. Please know that there are people out there who probably are just silent because they're just having a good time walking down the street. Let me know if you want to hear more about my boo, because I love him. And also, I'm going to throw a picture in the end because we just got married, and why not? Bye!
It's such a fantastic question, because it's crowdsourcing positivity, and I love that, especially in today's dating climate and relationship climate, where there's a lot of jadedness, there's a lot of conversation about red flags and horror stories, which are real, but so are the positive ones. So I want to share something. I've been married for 6 years, and I knew my husband 2 years before that. And I'll tell you, one of the most important things that makes a relationship work is being with someone who is ready, willing, and able to receive your constructive feedback. Someone who is ready to hear it without taking it personally or becoming defensive, and then also implementing that into your relationship. So this is someone who is not afraid of change, who is not afraid of evolving, and who is not afraid of adjusting their behavior to make the relationship better.
So there are good men out there, and there are healthy relationships.
But they start with an emphasis on trust and honesty. Without those two things, you're going nowhere.
A good foundation, a good friendship, giving each other grace as well.
having patience and understanding. This is what's been helping us for all these years.
Yeah, we met online and we were divorced with children, having come from not so great situations, but we decided that when we went into this relationship, we were going to be completely honest. We were going to be ourselves. We'd become best friends.
And no judging. So no matter what's happened in the past, moving forward and learning from that.
And taking responsibility for your part.
That's it.
What do you think about all of this? It's positive, isn't it? Okay, there's hope. You can find yourself an amazing man. Okay, there's still hope, so don't give up hope completely. I love the stories, and I would like to know what you think about their stories in the comment section. And I hope it gives somebody hope. To be honest, that's the reason why I brought it to you. I wouldn't have. But in this day and age where all we see is negativity every single day, people being thrown out, people getting divorced, people being humiliated, and so cheated on and so on and so forth, I feel like this is something different. Okay, something that is not the norm. Okay, and I'm happy that a lot of women came out to talk about their positive experiences in relationships and marriage. Okay, because most of the time they don't talk about it. Okay, so all we see is all the negative things that are happening to some of them who are in relationships. Okay, and that influences most of our decisions when it comes to dating and relationships. Okay, so I'm happy that they came out to talk about it. Like I said, leave your thoughts about all of this in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.